What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. As you know by now, Jenelle Evans was officially fired from MTV's Teen Mom 2. Ding dong, the witch is dead. I don't F with you. Cue all of those like bye 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 Felicia, thank you next songs, because this is epically good freaking news. Although I will say she has done so much to warrant her being fired. Like, she should have been fired long ago. It's sad that now it's the actions of her husband that gets her fired, but a fired Jenelle is a happy grace, and I am good with it. So since we already know that Jenelle was fired, in this video we're gonna dig into the conspiracy theories surrounding her firing that started stemming because of not only MTV's Statement about firing her, but this morning when I was reading People magazine's exclusive with her about like her response to being fired, I started side-eyeing the whole situation a little bit, and I'm going to be explaining why in this video. So yesterday, MTV released a statement about firing Jenelle that reads, and I quote, "MTV ended its relationship with David Eason over a year ago in February 2018 and has not filmed any new episodes of Teen Mom 2 with him since. Additionally, we have stopped filming with Jenelle Evans as of April 6, 2019 and have no plans to cover her story in the upcoming season." In the upcoming season. In the upcoming season. In the upcoming season. Do you see what I'm getting at here? They didn't say that they were completely severing ties with Jenelle Evans for good. They said that they just don't have any plans to film with her in the upcoming season. I think that MTV, Viacom, the producers, whoever, are like us, where they know that this relationship is not going to work out like for life or even for that much longer, and they're biding their time, waiting for the inevitable divorce before they bring Jenelle back onto Teen Mom 2 eventually. Whether or not that is a smart plan, I don't know, but that does seem to be the plan that MTV has in mind as it pertains to Jenelle's involvement with Teen Mom 2. And so just to back things up, for those who might not know why Jenelle was fired, her husband, David Eason, the aspiring serial killer, beat and shot their 12-pound puppy to death in the family home in front of the children. As far as we know, there is animal control looking into the situation. Apparently CPS is looking into the situation as well, and the local police. I don't know what's up with them. They're being very sketchy about what they can and cannot do about this tragedy, but there is a joint investigation on him right now. A lot of people called for Jenelle to file a report with the police in order for them to go on the property and investigate the death of her dog, but she has refused to do so. And so fans were like, okay, well, Jenelle, if you're not going to stand up for something here, then we don't need you on the show. This is toxic. This is just not good TV. It's not the TV that we sign up for. And then they started contacting advertisers, and one by one they started to fall. About half a dozen advertisers left Teen Mom 2, and that is when MTV started feeling the pinch in their pockets and decided to fire Jenelle, or did they? Now, let's get into Jenelle's official response to being canned by MTV for the show. Jenelle told Us Weekly, and I quote, "I was a little bit shocked, but I saw it coming. It's shocking still, but I respect their decision and have nothing but love for MTV. I was upset, I'm still upset, but this is a new chapter for me and my family. I will continue to try what's best for me and my family. David has been here for me since the news broke. He told me not to worry about it and to stay positive. I'm keeping busy and staying focused on my kids and my animals and my business endeavors, which have been planned for months. I'm working to fix my marriage as well and moving forward." And if you're wondering how Barbara Evans, the real star of all of this, has been holding up, Jenelle had this to say. "My mom's upset. We spoke today. This is a new chapter for both of us. I plan to keep the relationship with my mom close and watch Jace grow into the young man he's becoming." She also hinted at returning back to the show if asked. "I hold a special place in my heart for MTV and the producers. I shared 10 years of my life with them. I wish them nothing but success." You guys, Isn't that a little bit sketchy? Jenelle's response, how mature and professional it was. It sounded, first of all, like it went through a PR agency rather than Jenelle herself. And it also sounded like someone who knew that this was not the end. I mean, a lot of reports are going around saying that Jenelle is super duper broke right now, having a meltdown, can't figure out what to do. They hadn't been saving all this time. And now, you know, she's screwed. So to me, someone with their back against the wall like that would feel betrayed about being fired for something that her husband did. You know, Jenelle is not a high-class person who would leave a comment this respectful if she knew that there was no chance in hell that she would be having her job back. Combined with the statement that MTV released yesterday about how they don't have any plans to shoot her this season, I'm side-eyeing both of them a little bit right here, right now. They both seem to be in on something here. Now, for those of you who thought that this would result in a divorce between Jenelle and David, you know, the proof is in the pudding right here. She says in her statement that she's focused on her marriage and her family. This is a woman who is pretty much hopeless. A lot of people were like, oh, the show is her only lifeline. They're scared for what's going on the land and everything. I do definitely think that those are very valid opinions and very valid points, but this is Jenelle we're talking about. We've known Jenelle for 10, 11 years, and Jenelle has always been neglecting or abusing her kids, neglecting or abusing her animals. This is not unique to David. Yes, it's sad what happened with her dog, but Jenelle has killed or lost like a dozen animals, okay? Yes, it's sad the way that David treats Kaiser and Jace, but Jenelle, all three of her children were born with drugs in their system. That already tells you all you need to know about her. And then, you know, we watched the way she treated Jace like crap his entire life, especially in the early days of Teen Mom 2 as well, where she would be screaming around him, swearing around him. She'd be upset with her mom because her mom wanted her to spend a day with her child. She's like, I don't want to babysit. Or a weekend with her child. I can't. I'm going to spring break. Spring break from what job? What school? I don't know. But she was going to spring break, and she had a full-blown meltdown about being with her own child for 1 weekend. And before any info about David abusing Kaiser ever came out, his sister had exposed Jenelle and David for leaving Kaiser with them for like days at a time, you know, just so the two of them could be holed up in their house doing drugs. So even if Jenelle were to leave David tomorrow, these kids would still be in danger. That's why I'm not like, oh my God, MTV, how could you leave her, blah, 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 about the whole situation, because this is just who Jenelle fundamentally is. Anyway, as for who is going to be replacing Jenelle on the next season of Teen Mom 2, apparently it's a girl named Jade Klein from Young and Pregnant. I didn't watch Young and Pregnant. I think I only watched like 1 episode, and even then it was a barely watch. So I'm not too sure about this girl. I don't know anything about this girl. I'm going to try and find a couple of episodes to see what she's about, if she's dramatic enough to carry the season. But if you follow me on Instagram, my Instagram is Grace Report, you would have seen the people that I pitched to replace Jenelle on Teen Mom 2. In fact, let me head on over to that little Instagram story of mine before it expires in 24 hours and see who I pitched. I pitched Ebony Jackson. She was the one who got arrested for welfare fraud, lost custody of like 1 or 2 of her kids, and recently came out as a lesbian. She would have been the first lesbian teen mom on the show. Pretty freaking interesting, right? Jennifer Del Rio. Remember, she was pregnant with twins. She had the abusive baby daddy who had beat her on camera and forced her out of his car like in the middle of the road. She also apparently got pregnant on purpose to be on 16 and Pregnant. She also had 4 kids at the age of 24, which is mind-boggling in this age. It would have been a first for the franchise. There was also Markai Durham, who was the first abortion on the show, the first girl to get a special, which was actually about her abortion. And she became a stripper and tried to adopt a child while she was a poor stripper. Obviously that fell through. And now she works as a dental assistant. She was also married for like a solid 12 months or something like that. Jordan Cashmere, she lost custody of her first child. She was arrested for weed possession and drug paraphernalia, which is for crack cocaine as well as heroin. She's an escort. She's been to rehab at least once or twice. She's got another child. She dates like really creepy old men. And then last but not least, you guys were most into this one, Whitney Purvis. She's the chick who steals pregnancy tests from Walmart, broke into her baby daddy's house and beat him with a broom, and was pregnant at the same time as her mom. And her son, Weston Jr., had some kind of really rare genetic condition that I'm not quite sure of. So like there are a lot of people across the universe, the 16 and pregnant universe, that they could have replaced her with. Just a really quick question for you guys. Why would Jade Klein go from Young and Pregnant to Teen Mom 2? Because I thought Young and Pregnant was doing really well in the ratings. I thought Young and Pregnant was beating OG in the ratings. So why would they change up the casting there? Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think about Jenelle's statement about being let go from Teen Mom 2. Is she a little bit too calm for your taste too? Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below, and we'll chat. You can also like this video, subscribe for more. Feel free to share it with your friends as well, and follow me across social media where I absolutely love chatting with you. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.